So, you want to learn how to decorate a road. This video is perfect for you because I will go over the basics on what every road needs plus little additions you can make to make your roads look a lot better. I'm in a custom World Painter world and we're going to be building a road from here to there. Now, roads, they're tough because without the proper add-ons, they're hard to get the proper sizes and dimensions for. What we're going to do is we are going to get a road going here. Okay, I have my road all set up and this is a fairly basic road. It's the job done, but it is not what is going to its full capabilities. Now, roads, they don't really need that much without intersections, but what you can do is you can change the middle, if it's just a straight road, all to grass. Now you have a short little, I guess, boulevard in the middle. What you can do is you can add some trees. So let me just make some simple trees. So just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it a bunch of times, but all on different heights. So this is what I mean. This is the first one. Second one, I want to raise up a bit. Now there's variation. It can still be like what the same tree looks like, but as long as there's variation involved, it won't be that big of an issue. Now, this is great and all, but it is still missing some key components that will make it amazing. What you can do in the middle is add some flowers. I suggest tall ones because they are easier to see, and also some ferns, but don't do tall grass because tall grass is kind of ugly for roads. Do small grass instead, and small ferns. And even if you want to, you can throw some leaves in here. So something like this, and that looks good to me. This is a very solid middle section of your road. Another thing you can do is I'm gonna have to build a sidewalk here real quick. Okay, just some very simple sidewalks here. Nothing too crazy. But what you can do is to add a bit more variation to your roads is like trees on the side too. Those trees in the middle are nice, but the sides, they don't really give you that naturey feeling, because if you're just going straight onto a building and there's not really a grass line separating it, it's very industrial. So you can either do this right next to the road or pulled back a bit. I'm going to do a bit of both. So just watch this. Alright, so here's what we have. We have the grass here, grass there, grass there, grass there, and grass there, and grass there. Another thing crucial to roads for people to see at night are streetlights. And streetlights have a bunch of different designs, but I'm going to try to wing one right now with Deep Slate. There are only so many light blocks you can actually use. For example, you can use beacons. And this is especially good for survival, but beacons, in my opinion, are very wide and bulky, and they don't really fit the street light design and size. So what you can do is you can get some white slabs, and I know these don't emit light, but they will in 1 second. So do /give @s light block, and it'll be different on bedrock. But what you can do is you can get rid of these. Whatever. Like that. And now you have yourself a nice street light. And of course, you can put these all around it to keep it as bright as possible, which when these disappear, that looks very nice, especially with shaders. Without shaders, it looks like this, which is still good, but if you don't like the look of that, you can always use beacons, except beacons don't give off as much light as these do. So that's how you make the streetlights. I'm just going to copy and paste this down a couple times. Now, this is coming along nicely, but there are still some improvements that can be made. Small little details you can make are like bus stops. Bus stops are very good for public transportation and quite small as a factor, and you can make them quite easily. So I'm going to try to build one right here. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. It is a pretty large build. It could use some improving, but it gets the point done. This is a bus stop for the bus. Now your road could still use a bit more, which is what we're going to do next. So grab some leaves. I prefer using acacia leaves for this, but just throw some on top of these grass blocks. Just a little bit though, nothing a lot. I did go a bit overboard here, so I'm just gonna simplify this out. We already have a great looking road. Last step is we're just gonna add a couple more trees. And maybe even some large ferns. Just don't go overboard. Keep it civilized. And boom! You have a great looking road with an obscenely big bus stop. Of course, keep it to scale with your road. I was just trying to make a design. But yeah, this is how you would decorate a road and a lab style. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's short little tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.